A deal to create some green jobs erupting into a huge controversy for the White House. The connection between big-time Democratic donors and the now bankrupt Solyndra solar company has a lot of folks crying foul. So what are the major political implications for the White House in all of this? And will the issue cloud the president's 2012 campaign? Our power panel joins us now. Fox News legal analyst Wiehl, Talk Radio News Service Bureau Chief Ellen Ratner, and Project 21 fellow and Daily Caller columnist Deneen Borelli. Thanks for joining us.
Hello.
So let's get right to it. In terms of this green energy company, how do you think this will affect President Obama when it comes to the election in 2012? I'll begin with you,
Well,
Lise.
Solyndra is definitely going to be investigated. The Department of Justice is going to go after them, not just for civil investigation, but perhaps criminal charges, fraud, misrepresentations. Then what I would do as a prosecutor, if I were taking that case and looking at it, is I would say, all right, bring in Solyndra and have their executives talk to me. How did you come to this? How did you get all of that money? Where, what were your sources? And I would guess that the link is going to be back to the White House and people in the White House. If that is true, and we've seen the emails that have gone back and forth in all the meetings with Solyndra execs and the White House, then the White House is looking at huge
I can tell Ellen disagrees. $535 million.
It was a lot of money for one company.
That's a lot of money.
I want to tell you, first of all, at both committees, both the Democratic committee and Republican committee, there are people that sort of open the doors at the White House or even at Congress for people. We know about that. The issue is, if the White House really wanted this quiet, why did the FBI go after them immediately, and why is the Justice Department going after them? The White House has nothing to hide, and if they did, they would do a go slow on the investigation, and they're absolutely not doing that.
To hide something.
No,
Listen, this is a huge concern. This is a waste of our tax dollars, and the big concern here is that you have special interest groups or individuals who are driving President Obama's clean energy policy. You have George Kaiser. He was a big donor and bundler for President Obama. GE CEO Jeff Immelt, he sells these renewable products.
Right.
Of course, he has a vested interest in this. And then there's also John Doerr. That's Al Gore's business partner. He has a substantial interest in it. So they want the renewable energy market to thrive, and they want to kill the fossil fuel market.
If I had $5
and
for
that
every,
is bad for our economy.
if I had
and it's bad
$5 for every
Americans.
company that gives to the presidential campaign, that gets government contracts, I would be able to take everybody here to Europe.
But not $535 million.
And I
The
understand.
first loan that was given, through the stimulus. This was the first one, the big one. This was supposed to be the poster child for green, and look how it turned out.
And this is just the tip of the iceberg, I think.
Right. But the real issue is going to be exactly as you put it. Can the department make a step-by-step analysis and show that, look, it was that cronyism, or versus something else?
But you're saying the department is a Obama department, so if they do it, they're investigating the White House.
And that I would even call for an independent counsel at that point, or a select, bring back the independent counsel statute.
Well, here's something that we can't agree on. It's definitely just the beginning. So a lot more will continue to unravel on both sides as we continue to investigate. But let's move on to our